Hi, I'm your host, Erika Polsinelli, and welcome to Evolve by Erika, the podcast, where we talk all things spirituality, ascension, health, wellness, and beyond. I'm so excited that you are here. Come on in. Hello, guys. Welcome to another solo episode. This is a pep talk for the people who are going after their dreams, who are building, who are creating, who are on the journey of living their purpose, finding their purpose, wanting to go after their purpose. And we're about to amp you up, okay? Because sometimes we just need to hear the things I'm going to share. I am going to be honest with you. I have to be my own cheerleader. I left my career as a teacher, a very safe job, and I wanted to make a full-time career out of being a spiritual teacher. I wanted to live a very embodied life. Like my life is my life, my career is my career, my life. It's all my life. And some paths call for different things. Right here, right now, this is what my path calls for. It does not mean that's what your path has to call for. But you might be feeling a pull towards discovering more of your purpose. And I want to start by saying, number one, it doesn't have to be your work. It could be discovering something that's in conjunction with your work or outside of your work, or maybe it is all encompassing where it is your life and your work at the same exact time. But that's number one. I think there has to be pressure taken off. And the most important thing is just doing what lights up your soul. Guys, just doing it. The amount of ego that is associated with it in the age of information and the time that we're living in. Number one, imposter syndrome. Take your imposter syndrome and throw it out the effing window. I get really passionate about this because you are meant to live out your purpose. It doesn't matter who else is doing it. Doesn't matter if there's anyone else doing it, if there's a million people doing it, it doesn't matter. You have something to share. So don't get in your own way of sharing it because someone needs to learn it from you if it's part of your destiny and your dharma. So I want you to release that. The next thing is comparison. We're always looking at other people and measuring ourselves up to other people and their success, and measuring our success based off of that. Throw it out the window. What we need to focus on is fulfilling our dharma and destiny, helping on the level and in the way that we are meant to, not the way anyone else is meant to. We have access to social media. We see what so many other people are doing. Sometimes we get inspiration. Sometimes we fall into comparison. Sometimes jealousy. Sometimes all of these things. The most important thing you can do is come back to you. What your inner voice is guiding you towards and doing it. Not worrying about the amount of people who are liking the pictures or videos, not worrying about the amount of signups that you're getting. Offer it for free at first. If you have other income and you have a way to sustain your life, do your purpose for free for a little bit. Because what's going to happen is you are going to feel so fulfilled by living that out, by expressing yourself in this divine way. That's going to be your energetic payment and exchange for it in the beginning until you're able to make money doing what you love. But that energy, you're going to do what you love. It's going to feed you and it's going to amplify your fields. And then you're going to want to do it more. And then people are going to want to experience it. And people are going to start to see your energy and your energetic fields grow because you're doing what you're doing. You're going to look different. You're going to glow differently because you're doing what you love. Don't let yourself get in your headspace of, oh, I'm not even getting paid to do this, or I'm not even getting this many signups, or this many people aren't following along or subscribing or liking or commenting or saving or sharing. And that it means nothing. By doing what feels in alignment with you and your purpose, you're activating your light. You're starting to live on that path of destiny, and taking away all the pressure, if you can, taking it all away and just being an expression of your destiny. And I truly believe by doing that, you're going to magnetize the opportunities that are meant for you, the opportunities that are aligned for you. If you're busy looking what other people are doing, where do you expect to get? And I'm saying this in such a jarring way because it happens to us all. I've given myself these pep talks so many days. On social media, do people see this? No. They see me coming to my podcast studio. They see me teaching in person, live. They see an event with a lot of people. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes because we all need this support somewhere along the line. And it takes energy and it takes support, and the ego is real. No matter how many ego deaths you have, the ego's still there. It's always still there. And you have to be able to combat it. And that's the difference between someone who gives up and says they didn't make it and someone who is successful living out their dharma and destiny. They didn't let their ego steal their joy. They didn't let their ego steal the moment of celebration for maybe a small milestone that they've experienced. They kept pushing through. And the most important part about this is being very clear on what you're meant to do. And I think that's where a lot of people start to question, like, is this what I'm meant to do? Or what am I meant to do? So I want to speak to that for a moment. And then I want to speak again to the people who know their purpose and know what they want to do right here and right now. So for the people who don't know their purpose and want to find it, I want you to release any expectation of what anyone else's purpose looks like. And I want you to think about when you feel most alive, when you feel most connected. What are you doing? Where are you? Who are you with? Now I want you to think about what other people come to you for and what other people see in you, what strengths they see in you as a friend, a daughter, a sister, a brother, whatever roles you play, a mother, cousin, whatever it may be. Somewhere in there, you might start to piece together why you're here and what you offer others in the world. So look at all of that, and every single thing you offer, it's never small. You could try to let the ego talk you into, oh, that's nothing. No, that's something. And that's part of you for a reason. And you're here for a reason. So focus on what lights you up. Focus on what connects you. Focus on what gives you energy. Forget about the cup of coffee. What is it that you do or that you experience or a type of energy you get into that gives you energy? Your dharma is somewhere there. And now I want to speak to the people who know their purpose and want to align to doing it more and maybe even doing it full time or just doing it at a greater scale. How can you continue to offer your gifts? How can you offer them in a way that's going to give you energy and light you up? Can you release any bit of comparison from what anyone else is doing? The importance of knowing that no matter what, no matter where you are in living your purpose, a lot of people are just figuring things out too. So what we see again on social media is just a little baby snapshot, and it's so easy to compare and think like, oh, this person's successful and they've made it. I'm not successful till I do this. Those are things that are going to stifle your energy and really steal the beauty, the shine, the radiance out of living in your purpose. So going back to what your purpose is, and if you know that it is your purpose, this is what I wanted to share. Getting so clear, having clarity around what it is you are meant to do. And this can be really hard because we can get in our head about it. But I want you to get into your body thinking about the ways that you feel super connected, thinking about the ways that you light up, thinking about the ways you feel most aligned, and staying open to that possibly changing, to that possibly shifting. If you're living in your purpose and you're doing all the things, you might, there's different chapters of purpose and living in your purpose and destiny. And it's a journey. It's a journey to the end goal. And we might think, I left as a teacher. I became a Kundalini teacher. I teach virtually. That is my purpose and my destiny right now. That might start to look different for us. Just because of where we are right here and right now, we always need to leave room for the universe to bring in signs and the universe to communicate with us the avenue and the path that we're meant to go. So we can't stand so firmly in our purpose. Well, we should stand confidently in our purpose, do all the things that we know is aligned to it, and always leave room for the universe to communicate with us and take us on the journey to our highest path. So sometimes our business or the purpose we're living out might start to communicate with us. We might start to see shifts that start happening. And then that can bring up fear because it's like, oh, why are things changing? We don't like change. We like things to go exactly how we planned for them. Can you lean into the space of what are these changes trying to point me towards? How are these changes going to lead to a greater evolution and a greater level of growth and success? Soon as change or soon as something looks different, we love to panic. We love to think that things are going to fall apart and end right then and there. But can we use every opportunity on our path of purpose to lean in and surrender deeper and go so deep so that we can go that high? That was a really important message I received that I wanted to share for those that are on the journey of their purpose. I want to remind you, you're here for a reason. That reason is not going to look like anyone else's path, anyone else's reason. It might look similar, but it's never going to be exact. Just like we don't physically look like anybody else. We don't look exactly like anyone else on this planet, and neither will our path. So can we stop looking on the outside? Can we go so deeply into our body and listen to the wisdom, intelligence of what our body's communicating with us as we do different things? And can we use that communication to guide us to exactly where we are meant to be and what we are meant to do? So go out, do the things that light you up, let the ego go. Let the limiting beliefs go. Let the comparison go. And go deep into what lights up your soul. Do more of it. Do more of it from a space of abundance that more is going to create more. More is going to bring more. Not a place of lack. I have to do this if only I get this much or I get this in exchange. Yes, there's a point in time where your energy has to be reciprocated in exchange for. But as you're building, you want to be connected to that beautiful frequency of living in your purpose. And the more you do it, the more the energy of it will grow, the more it will amplify. And when it's amplified, the more it's going to attract in. So that is my message today on purpose. I hope you received whatever it is you needed. This has been a really big topic that keeps coming up, and I want to go deeper into it with a smaller group of people to really do meditations around it, teachings around it, and build more energy around it because I love living in my purpose and I want to help so many other people live in their purpose as well. And the teachings, the meditations can really help us to get clear on that because we heighten our sensitivity. We increase the communication within our body. We're able to hear our inner voice, our guides, and connect to that wisdom. And that will guide us on our path. And just through starting to practice Kundalini, we come out of that path of fate and into that, or karma, fate and karma, and into that line of destiny and dharma. We amplify that intelligence within us, and we're able to listen, to see, to feel on a deeper level, to be more sensitive to energy, to know what is destined for us, to know what is meant for us, and to know what is not. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you received what you need. If you want me to go into anything deeper about the topic of purpose, please feel free to DM me. Let me know you heard it. I love when you guys share that you're listening to the episode. It means the world to me. If you feel guided to rate and review, please share, do all the things that you're guided to. I'm so grateful to be here, to have this space, for Half Studios for having me here and be able to share my message. And thank you as a listener for supporting that journey and mission. I hope to see you next time. May the long time sun shine upon you. Sat Nam.